Welcome back to another thrilling installment of Maritime Theater, here for your listening pleasure. For this spectacular episode, we are featuring a clash of titans, a battle of the third editions, so to speak, Modern Warfare 3 and Battlefield 3. In studio today, we have our stunning hosts, Arman, Kenneth, and Ryan.
He's talking video games, man. You dig?
Alright, folks, welcome to Maritime Theater's second podcast
Number
ever.
2 is on the horizon.
Yep.
Here it is.
Second podcast ever, and I think this is going to become a running thing where I just repeat the podcast number twice.
2?
I think it'll be number 347. Number 347, folks.
But it's actually number 2.
All right. So, in studio with us today, we have Mr. Valentine right here.
Buenos dias!
We got Kenneth. Say hi, Kenneth.
Why?
No, he's kind of shy, guys. Kenneth, say hi to the lovely audience.
Hi, lovely audience.
And there you go, Adam.
And Ryan is going to be introducing Arman.
Yeah!
Alright, we're just kidding, folks. I'm Arman. He's actually been filling me in for the last episode.
He's been
Anyway, we
filling
need to
you
get
in.
on to today's topic. Today's topic, we're talking about Modern Warfare 3.
Modern Warfare 3 versus...
Modern Warfare 3
versus Battlefield 3.
Battlefield 3.
God, Ryan. You need to lay off the sauce a bit. Just a bit.
Sauce? What sauce? What you talking about? I ain't got no sauce. You got some sauce, man? I could use some sauce. He's talking sauce, man.
That's how we believe.
Oh, yeah.
So...
They ain't call me sauce, man, for nothing, you dig?
The Jack Daniels is making us a little fuzzy.
Oh, Jack Daniels. Oh, yeah.
Jack Daniels.
He's talking whiskey, man.
Not that I drink.
So we're trying to talk about...
Battlefield 3 versus Modern Warfare 3.
Because the two just came out very recently. Battlefield 3 came out last week, I think.
Battlefield 3 did come out
Last week or the week before?
It came out, I want to say a week and a half ago.
Week and a half ago. I think that's about right. Week and a half ago.
Right,
and Modern Warfare 3 came
I know
out.
nothing.
He knows nothing. We just brought him along for a ride because Kenny could care less about modern
He
combat games.
denies all.
I'm just here for the special sound effects.
Make one. Do it now.
You can't hear the sound I'm making right now? It's
No.
called silence. Check it out.
Ooh.
That's not.
That's fancy. That's high quality.
We only deliver gold in these parts of the home.
Well, so we've, at least Ryan and I, have gotten a chance to play both games. And
Yes.
I guess we got to ask the question because you got to know.
Please don't ask me which one is better.
I'm going to ask you which one's better.
Okay, well, I'm going to tell you I prefer...
Skyrim!
I prefer Skyrim too.
Well,
But for the
Skyrim
purposes-
isn't even out. That comes out
Tomorrow!
tomorrow, yes.
Or today if you're listening to it on Friday.
on 11/11/11.
The midnight
11,
release is
11,
tonight, though,
11.
so...
11/11/11.
But
Anyways, back to
But-
Battlefield.
back to Battle.
Yes.
All right, so you prefer Battlefield 3.
I prefer Battlefield 3, yes.
Tell me why.
Well, because it's more open. You get tanks, jets, helicopters, jeeps, boats, all that awesome stuff.
There's boats?
There are boats.
There's a boat? Really? I
There-
thought it was just a amphibious assault vehicle.
No, you get Zodiacs.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
I guess it's kind of cool.
yeah.
The Zodiac Killer comes in the game?
No, that's a type of boat, Kenny.
Oh.
It's a type of boat,
Yeah, Kenny.
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 Get with the times.
Yeah, Kenny.
Sorry, the only thing I can think about is Skyrim!
Well, yes, that's about all any of us could think about. But for the purposes of this podcast, man, we're trying to talk about Battlefield here.
Versus Modern Warfare.
Well, I got a chance to play. I have to say...
Is that really what you have to
That's-
say? Is
what can I say at this point? It's
I don't know. Speak your mind.
I like Battlefield 3's multiplayer. I thought its
Okay.
campaign left a lot to be desired.
Okay, visually.
Okay, yeah, of course, visually Battlefield 3 is stunning, and that's pretty much, they want you to know that.
Okay, sound design.
Sound design is incredible.
For
For Battlefield 3.
Okay.
I have to say Battlefield 3 does, at least in the visual department, blow things away because Modern Warfare is still running on the same engine pretty much as
the
Call of
last
Duty 4.
Yes.
COD 4.
Yes. As the previous two games.
You know, and
I can't believe they actually have an estimated release date for the next Call of Duty for late next year.
yeah, they're
actually kind of ridiculous.
they're kind of overdoing it at this point. I mean, is there any more you can milk? Yes, there's plenty more you can milk this franchise for. There's plenty of human conflict to portray, folks.
Yes, exactly. What are your opinions on that, Kenny?
Skyrim.
That's all he's going to say for the rest of the show. Kenny, what's your favorite hair color?
Imperial.
No. Anyways.
That's not a color, by the way. Pretty sure that's not a color. Unless it is a color. Is it a color,
No,
Ryan?
there's no color that I know of that is named Imperial.
Besides, why would you play as Imperial? It's about Nords, man. Nords!
No.
No?
No.
Who you play as?
Skyrim.
Different
All right.
catchphrases. That ain't cool.
All right. So, I don't know what to say. I mean, I'm just kind of worn out with the whole modern combat genre at this point.
Mm-hmm.
I've yet to see. I mean, Call of Duty 4, blew my mind when I first saw it. It was really well done.
Because it was new.
It was fresh.
It was something different. It's like, ooh, Call of Duty. Another World War II game, perhaps? No! Modern combat!
And it was really well done, and it played really well. And actually, Modern Warfare 3 plays pretty well. It's a very smooth
it's
gameplay.
very smooth.
It feels nice. It's like calibrated almost.
Yeah,
perfectly.
it really is. Storyline-wise...
Okay, storyline has... When it comes to story, Call of Duty 4 had a pretty good story, in my
Call of
opinion.
Duty 4 did.
It had a nice Tom Clancy-esque plot.
Yeah.
And it was at that time... You ever notice that the best storylines happen when they're not sure there's going to be a sequel?
I do. It's really quite interesting, you know? You can always tell.
Yeah, but I actually did like Call of Duty 4 storyline. Modern Warfare 2 storyline made absolutely no sense.
It was all over the place.
It had more plot holes than Swiss cheese would, you know?
So way too much cliche in that one.
And cliche, and I thought it was stupid, the storyline. I mean, beyond, reason. And... I just thought overall it was just the sort of multiplayer was really well done
for
Modern Warfare 2, and I have to assume Modern Warfare 3's multiplayer, which I haven't had a chance to play.
Thing,
it's the same thing,
but
basically.
They did add two new modes. I think survival and I think it's called Kill Confirmed, where you actually have to go pick up the dog tags off of your victims.
Yeah, I heard about that. I actually heard that adds an interesting dimension to the gameplay.
Not really.
Not really?
No, it's just running over a dead body.
Oh, so just run over the dead body. You do. Well, it does mean if you're a sniper, you're out of luck.
Not necessarily, because I was actually able to get a lot of kills. I went 11-0 at the end of a round once I joined in by just sniping and then running and collecting dog tags.
Really?
Yeah.
So it doesn't add anything new except
Not
a tour
really.
that you have to do after you kill.
Exactly.
Here's the thing. Both the campaigns in Battlefield Modern Warfare 3 seemed to be like leashing you to one plot.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you had that since the very beginning. Modern Warfare 2 really leashed you back. Black Ops, you were practically going down a straight line the whole time.
Yeah. Although Black Ops did have kind of a good twist, even though I saw it coming.
Yeah, I mean, at least Black Ops tried to be a little more interesting as far as story goes. I like how Battlefield kind of took a cue from Black Ops and how they were going to connect the storyline together. Which does lead me to an interesting question. Why do they have to connect storylines together like that? I don't know. You know what I'm talking about, right, Kenny? Where they're like action, and then they have this little space where like some gruff voice commander is like, "Oh, you need to go and do this thing, or else this thing will happen." And you got like the GPS that doesn't even look like a real GPS. It's got like all these.
It's very stylized.
Unnecessary bleeps and bloops going on around in the background, and then you zoom in, and you never get a chance to actually experience a story.
And another thing, why do game developers always throw in the Russian military?
Yeah, what is with that?
That's very strange to me. It's getting very old. I liked back in the day when you were actually playing against the Taliban, which is sort of a real-world threat. You know?
Yeah, I mean, like, I guess maybe they have to ratchet up the stakes, and I guess we have to pick the one military that could stand a chance against the United States. But it makes no sense, and I gotta say, if I was Russian right now, I'd be a little annoyed.
Yeah, and offended.
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense in Black Ops because that in Black Ops it's during the Cold War, but
Exactly.
it doesn't make sense in a game called Modern Warfare. It
I
makes
know.
no
It
sense
doesn't.
to have a war between the United States and Russia, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's my opinion as well.
Yeah.
What about you, Kenny? How do you feel on that subject?
I agree.